Hello, and thank you for joining Beginner Yoga with Signal Health Group. My name is Kathleen and I will be your guide today. We're going to start with a comfortable seat. You can either be on your knees, sitting back on your heels. You can take a yoga block. You can also use a book for a prop. Sit back on your heels. You can also sit cross-legged. I prefer that you have your knees below your hips, so you can also use a yoga block and prop yourself up. Bringing your right foot in and your left foot forward to allow the knees to be below the hips. You also need a yoga blanket for today, and or you can just use a towel or a basic blanket from your home. We're going to start with a little bit of an introduction into deep yoga breath. The yoga breath is a deep belly breath. So as we inhale, think of a balloon filling up. And then as we exhale, we draw the low belly to the spine and we empty it. The inhale, our lips are sealed. We're breathing in through the nose. And the exhale, open mouth. As though you're fogging a mirror. Let's try that one more time. Inhale, fill up. Lips are sealed on the inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Good, one more time. Fill up. And exhale. Good, as we move through some of these yoga poses today, I will cue you with your breath on the inhale and the exhale, but please do your best to go at your own pace. We're going to begin on our back. Make sure you have your props close by. I like to keep them right next to my mat, someplace that I can grab them. I'm going to come all the way down onto my back. I'm going to draw my knees in. Make sure you're somewhat on the middle of your mat so that when you lengthen your feet, they're not dangling at the end of your mat. And we're going to start with some small circles. Massaging the low back, maybe 2 to the left and 2 to the right. We're going to slowly place both of our feet on our mat, and we're going to start with our left leg, drawing the left knee in. Give yourself a squeeze. You can also grab underneath the hamstring and extend your right leg long. Take a big inhale, and then as you exhale, draw the knee in. Good, one more time. Inhale and exhale. Good. Place your right hand on your right hip and slowly open your knee to the left, supporting the knee with your left hand, opening the inner thighs. Toes are active. So in yoga, we say active toes, pulling the toes towards your shin rather than pointing your toes outward. Pull the toes in. And again, take a couple deep breaths here. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. Slowly bring the knee back in. Place the sole of your right foot on your mat. Place your left foot, and we'll switch sides. Draw the right knee in. Squeeze. Lengthen the left leg. Take a big inhale through the nose. And open mouth, exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Slowly open your knee to the right. Again, toes are active. Place your left hand on your left hip and take a couple deep breaths into your inner thigh. Good. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. And slowly draw your right knee in. Place the sole of your right foot on your mat. And bring your left foot in. Walk your feet out, not quite the width of your mat, but almost the width of your mat, so your knees are wide. We're going to do what we call a little bit of a psoas stretch. So grab your block because you may need it for support, and you can also use your blanket as well. I'm going to first allow the knees just to fall gently to the left. And again, they're staying wide, and the right foot is somewhat turned in flat on my mat. If this is not enough, you can always remove the block and then bring your right arm up and over your head, stretching out the front side of your body, which often gets bound up when we are seated for long periods of time.
So opening the front side of your body is very important for back health. And take a couple big deep breaths here, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good, one more time. Inhale and exhale. Good, bring the right arm back down. Slowly bring the knees back to the middle, the feet stay wide. And then we're going to allow the knees fall to the right. And you may walk the feet a little bit to the left as well, slowly lowering. And this hip, your left hip will come off the mat. I don't want it flat. I want you to feel the stretch in the outer edge of the left hip. And you can bring your left arm up and over your head and take a big deep breath here. More length, opening the front side of the body. One more breath. And exhale. Good. Bring your left arm back down. Walk your feet in. And then just allow your knees to fall towards the middle and let your low back relax. Good. The next pose we're going to do is called supported bridge. So you're going to take your block, and it's going to be the flat width, right? Not the tall. And you're going to basically place it underneath your sacrum. Supported bridge is really good for the low back. And the sacrum is this little triangle. So your tailbone is at the bottom of the triangle, kind of looks like this. And then your low back is the top flat part of the triangle. So what you don't want is the block to be totally on your low back like this, right? So that you're arching, nor do you want it too close to your tailbone so the tailbone is tucking. You want it just supported underneath the low back. Then I want you to take your palms, face them up, and shimmy the shoulders underneath the heart, just to open up again the front side of your body. Palms are facing up. And just allow the block to just support your low back and your sacrum, and let it be heavy, and take 3 rounds of breath here. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Good. One more time. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Good. This is a pose that you can do every day if you feel that your low back gets a little cranky. It's always nice to support it with a block and just lay down on the floor, on your mat, or on somewhat of a firm surface and relax. If this seems to be too much height, you can take the blanket, right? And you can also use the blanket or a towel and support the low back as well. Okay? So go ahead and move the blanket out of the way. And I want you to roll all the way over to your left side. Use your right hand and push yourself up and come to a comfortable seat. We're going to begin with a little bit of a hamstring opener, seated. So you're going to bring your right foot forward. Your left foot is bent. You can always use the block to support your knee. The important part of the blanket too is you can have the blanket be long width, and I'm going to sit on my sits bones. And your sits bones is that bony little part at the bottom of your tailbone, so that it gives you a little bit more height. And we're going to extend your right foot forward, toes are flexed. Take a big inhale, and then as you exhale, reach your fingertips forward. And do your best to keep your spine long and try not to round. So hang here. I'm going to show you what this looks like from the side view. Again, on the blanket, okay, your sits bones, opposite foot is in, my spine is long, reach up and extend your fingertips forward. So what we don't want is this rounding of the spine. We want lots of length. So if your hamstrings are tight, you may just be putting your fingertips behind you. Okay, good. Take one more big deep breath here. Good. Stay in your seated position. We're going to add a little bit of a spinal twist here. You're going to take your left hand and take a gentle twist to your right, lengthening through the crown of your head. Inhale and exhale. Good. One more time. Inhale and exhale. And then slowly come back to the middle. Switch sides. Left foot is out. Right foot is in. Remember, you can always use your block to support your knee. Inhale, exhale, reach forward. Again, lengthen through the crown of your head. You should feel as your tailbone is moving back, not tucked under. And hold here.
Avoid locking your knee out. Keep it somewhat soft. Keep reaching through the crown of your head. Take one more big deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Good. One more twist to the left. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Feel as though you're drawing that left rib cage back and that right rib cage around. And then slowly come back to the middle. And then just bring the soles of your feet together. Grab the tops of your shins. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, round the spine. This is called a seated cat-cow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Good. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. And then come back to your comfortable seat. Again, either on your yoga block. You can also sit on your blanket. And place your hands on your thighs. Take another big inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands and your palms to your heart. Bow your chin to your chest. The teacher in me honors and bows to the teacher in you and all things. Namaste.